almost that countdown chance now. I don't know.
Now it should be going live. Yes, it's on. Cheers. Well, apologies for the delay, everyone. These things work in practice, and then you come to do it live, and it lets you down. So I've learnt something new tonight about been a few changes. I know it's bad workman blaming his tools, but there have been a few changes since we last did the quizzes to the YouTube live channel, different settings and things like that. So I did a couple of practice runs, and they were working. And when you come to do it for real, it lets you down. So finally we are there, though. Glad to say we are back up and running with the Spireites Quiz. And thanks to Phil Tooley for once again providing the questions. So you will see the pin code. So that's 67388. So go on to buzzerpad.com. Then put in that pin code, which is 67388. And then what you need to do is you need to then press the finger at the top of the keypad. So 67388 on buzzerpad.com. And then press the finger at the top. Not seeing any numbers registered yet, so I'm going to be checking shortly that everybody is able to. I'm just looking at some of the messages on YouTube. So if people can go on to buzzerpad.com with that pin code 67388 and then press the finger at the top. So I'm just going to try that myself. So 67388. Press go. And then press the finger at the top. And it says you are registered. I'm noticing that there's not actually coming on to there. That's just rather strange. So I'm not sure what's happening there. That's the first time I've seen that happen. It's not actually showing. Although it's showing on my keypad that it looks to be 79 people signed in, but for some reason not actually showing on the counter, which is the first time I've seen that. And I can see that we've got 104 viewers. So all rather odd. I'm not actually sure what's happened with that. So see that people are registering. I'm just going to refresh my keypad. So just going to check with Phil just to make sure that if he can sign in. I've not had that before where it's not actually shown the numbers on the screen. Normally we see the numbers going up, and you can see that we've got over 100 viewers. So it would suggest that plenty of people are taking part. But at the moment, not showing any, so we'll try and get to the bottom of that and to see just what's happening with that. So apologies for the delay. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. Just concerned about the lack of numbers showing there, so I will return in a moment. If you do want to try and go on to buzzerpad.com with your second device and put in that pin code 67388. I'm just going to check something else there as well while we're doing that. Suddenly we have over 100 people there, so not really sure what's happened there, but we do have over 100 signed in, so it suddenly jumped into action, and we have 102 people and counting as I speak, so not sure what happened there, but good to see that over 100 people. Thanks for bearing with us. One or two teething problems at the moment, which we'll try and overcome. But we have there 106 people as I speak. So we'll, due to the delay, I think we'll give it a few minutes and then we will get underway. So apologies for the problems and the delay, but yeah, I see plenty of people talking on YouTube. So if you can go on to your second device and go on to buzzerpad.com and you'll see the pin code there, 67388. Put that in along with your username and then press the finger at the top. So just a few minutes time we'll get underway. Apologies once again for the delay, but we have no further technical issues. So I think with the delay, let's say 20 past, so we've got a couple of minutes. Just seen Tim say there that quite rightly Pembrokeshire Murders is on at 9 o'clock. I want to see that as well, so let's see if we can get through it by then. So we've got just a couple of minutes away from the first one of the return of the Spireites Quiz. So that's 67388. And then what we need to do is press the finger at the top of the keypad. Just while we're waiting, just a reminder about the 50-50 draw to win the final brick in the Ernie Moss Wall of Fame. Just £1 per ticket, drawn on Sunday night. That's the very final brick in the Ernie Moss Wall of Fame. And also we have the regular 50-50 draws. There's one online now for the Boston United match, which is next Wednesday night. So chance to win money there. Hundreds of pounds have been, well, thousands of pounds have been given away for that. And let's return to tonight's quiz. So we're just a minute away, less than a minute away from starting. 67388, and then press the finger at the top of the keypad, and then you see you registered for tonight's quiz. Incidentally, what we'll do, I think we're going to do a prize draw for the winners. We'll take the winners from each quiz. We're going to do a family quiz on Sunday as well, and what we'll do is we'll do a draw at the end of the month to see if we can get some prizes together. Perhaps we will have a top 3 that we get the prizes for from that. So now I make it 20 past, so let's get underway. I'll just tell you quickly about the how it works. The keypad quiz, it's against the clock. You'll see the clock ticking down, and the points go down as the time goes down. So the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. So if you don't know at all, what I would suggest is that you just have a guess as quickly as possible. So 113 signed in. Let's get underway with tonight's Spireites Quiz. Good luck, everyone. Remember, it's against the clock. 40 seconds or more. So the first question tonight. 3 players whose surname begins with the letters LE made the Spireites League debuts against Chester City. 2 are Glenn Leatheran and Peter Levin. Who is the third? Jack Lester, Paul Lemon, Steve Lenner or Mick Leonard? So 3 players whose surname begins with the letters LE made their Spireites debut against Chester City. Glenn Leatheran, Peter Levin. Who's the third? Quickly get your answer in. Jack Lester, Paul Lemon, Steve Lenner or Mick Leonard. Plenty of people answering, but less than half the time remains now, so quickly get your answer in. And we've got a few seconds delay over the internet, so the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. Less than 10 seconds now. And less than 100 people have answered. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is Jack Lester. That was a goalless draw in August 2007. So I think we'll hold off showing the leaderboard because we're late on time. Let's hang on for that. So question 2, when Luke Rawson came off the bench to score 2 goals in the 4-0 win over Woking in October, who did he replace? Was it Milan Butterfield, Curtis Weston, Alex Kiwomya or Tom Denton? Quickly get your answer in. Milan Butterfield, Curtis Weston, Alex Kiwomya or Tom Denton was replaced by Luke Rawson when he came off the bench to score twice in the 4-0 win over Woking in October. Half the time remains. Quickly get your answer in. Butterfield, Weston, Kiwomya or Denton? A few seconds remain. Quickly answer now. Most of the people have answered. And it's Tom Denton, the correct answer. And we saw 49 people go for Tom Denton, so about half the amount of people there. Let's move on with question 3. Who is the next in this sequence? Lawrence Maguire, Kwasi Asante, George Carline or Joel Taylor? Look at the players and say who's the next in that sequence. So you see the photos of the players and then who should be the next in the sequence? Maguire, Asante, Carline or Taylor? Try and work out what Phil has set us there. Is it Maguire, Asante, Carline or Taylor? Quickly get your answer in. Plenty of people pondering, I think, but only 10 seconds remain now. Quickly get your answer in. And it is a Kwasi Asante, and it was the first 5 penalty takers against Brackley Town. So how many people put B? That's 31. Went for a correct answer. For some reason it's chopped off the screen as well to add to the intrigue tonight. So let's move on. So former Spireite Giles Coke came on as a sub for another ex-Chesterfield man, Dan Jones, in their current side's 1-0 win at Nantwich in the last round of the FA Trophy. They're set to face Stamford Town away in their next round, playing for which team? Is it Darlington, Kettering, Hereford or Southport? So A is Darlington, B Kettering, C Hereford, D Southport. Why that's chop those up, but A is Darlington, B Kettering, C Hereford, D Southport. So around 10 seconds remain. The answer is Hereford. So how many people put Hereford? So 41. Most of the people then getting that. Should we take a look at the leaderboard so far? We have Kevin Wag, 73, West Bar Spireites, and CFC Alex. Then it's Mitch, Sheffield Spireites. It's chopped off there. Don't know why it's done that, but we have an issue with the graphics as well. But Kevin Wag is our early leader. Let's move on. So which player who appeared in the final league match at Saltergate in 2010 has played against Chesterfield this season? Is it Danny Hollins, Anton Robinson, Sean Cooper, or Josh McCoyd? So A, Hollins, B, Robinson, C, Cooper, D, McCoyd. So quickly get your answer in. I managed to get rid of that problem. That's better. Clicked on the screen and managed to do that. 15 seconds remain. So Hollins, Robinson, Cooper or McCoyd played against Chesterfield this season after playing in the final league match at Saltergate in 2010. And the answer is Josh McCoyd. That's for Weymouth. Danny Hollins is at Eastleigh, but they're yet to play the Spireites this season. So D, the correct answer, and the most popular one as well, 51. Let's move on. So which of these statements about the player pictured is correct? Before joining Chesterfield, he'd scored 3 goals against the Spireites. He's only 2 goals in the 02-03 season, were his first and last games of the season. He was the first Spireite with a squad number higher than 20 to score a league goal, or he was booked for over-celebrating, having scored a long-range free kick at Field Mill. So which of those is correct about that player? So did he score 3 goals against the Spireites before signing? Or is only 2 goals in the 02-03 season, the first and last games of the season? Was he the first Spireite with a squad number higher than 20 to score a league goal, or was he booked for over-celebrating at Field Mill? So A, B, C or D. And 10 seconds remain. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is first Spireite with a squad number higher than 20 score a league goal. Number 23 in 1999-2000. How many people got that? C. So 22 getting that right, but 34 going for A, 29 for D. So let's move on. The manager James Rowe played for which Derbyshire-based team in 2001-02? Gresley Rovers, Borrowash Victoria, Ilkeston Town or Mickleover Sports? So which Derbyshire-based team did James play for in 2001-02? Gresley, Borrowash Victoria, Ilkeston or Mickleover? And 20 seconds remain, so quickly get your answer in. Seconds left. Quickly answer if you've not already done so. And the answer is Ilkeston Town. So Ilkeston, popular choice there. 65 going for Ilkeston, 23 for Mickleover, the next highest. We'll check the leaderboard at the halfway stage. Which is the lowest allocated squad number not yet to have appeared in a National League match for Chesterfield this season? Is it 12, 14, 17 or 22? The lowest allocated squad number not yet to have appeared in a National League match for Chesterfield this season. 12, 14, 17 or 22. Less than half the time remains. Quickly get your answer in. The quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. Few seconds left, and the answer is 12. That's Luke Coddington, who of course has been injured, and 49 if you're going for that. That's the most popular answer. On to question 9. Which of these players bagged 40 goals in 2013-14, helping his team to win the Midland Combination Division 1 Championship? So look at the photos and tell us which of those players scored 40 goals in 13-14 in the Midland combination, helping his side win the Division 1 championship. So which of those 4 players pictured did that? Another tricky question set by Phil. Very testing, as always, the quiz questions. That's how we like them. 10 seconds remain. Quickly get your answer in. Might surprise you there. The answer is D, and that is George Carline for the fantastically named Cadbury Athletic. Brilliant name, and I'm sure that's caught quite a few people out. I'm going to guess that, I don't know, I think quite a few of you might have thought that I was at Kwasi Asante. Let's have a look. Well, as I thought, the most popular answer, 51, only 12 of you getting that right with George Carline. That was a real crafty one, that, Phil. Great question. So who am I? Have a look at the clues. Is it Tyler Denton, Tom Denton, Lawrence Maguire or Joel Taylor? So somebody who scored on the debut playing alongside Liam Cooper. Don't wait until they've all come up. So somebody who played alongside Liam Cooper and scored on his debut, joined Port Vale on loan from Leeds United. Near the halfway stage, 2 clues. The final one. Share my surname with a teammate. So you should have the clues there. Played for Leeds and scored on his debut. And joined Port Vale on loan. Who am I? Quickly answer. Tyler Denton, Tom Denton, Lawrence Maguire or Joel Taylor. And the answer is Tyler Denton. How many people put Tyler Denton? 29 got that right. 44 going for Lawrence Maguire. So we're at the halfway stage. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Now we can see it properly. And it's Westbar Spireites who won, was it 3 times or 4 times in the first set of Spireites quizzes. So getting back with a bang and leading at the halfway stage. Red Bull Pilsley is in second space. JJ is in third. Croydon Blues, Beachy, PKF Sport, Jenny Tolls, Haslam Spireites, Spire Flyer and CFC Alex. So who have we got further down? Well, Kevin Wag was an early leader. He's dropped down to 20th. See who else we've got. Zoe's uncle did well before, as did Lee. Some familiar names there. Moondog, Ben Smith. I'll quickly run through them. Let's see who's at the bottom, although I appreciate some might be struggling for connection. So we'll move on. Okay, Chesterfield set to play Boston in the FA Trophy, but who scored for the Spireites in our only previous cup meeting in the FA Cup 3-1 win 74? Was it Terry Shanahan 2 and Ernie Moss, Terry Shanahan and Ernie Moss 2, Ernie Moss and Malcolm Darling 2, or Ernie Moss 2 and Malcolm Darling? Right, so have a look at those. Who scored in that 3-1 win against Boston in 74? Terry Shanahan with 2 and Ernie Moss. Terry Shanahan and Ernie Moss with 2. Ernie Moss and Malcolm Darling with 2. Or Ernie Moss with 2 and Malcolm Darling. Half the time gone now, so quickly get your answer in. Do you remember that game? Were you there? Sure, we've got people on here who were there. Less than 10 seconds, so quickly get your answer in. And the answer is B, Terry Shanahan and Ernie Moss 2. Most popular answer, 35 of you got that right. Question 12, which of these has the most followers on Twitter? Look at the photos and go A, B, C or D. So the most followers on Twitter. Which one of those 4 shown in the photos has the most Twitter followers? It's A, B, C or D. And now half the time remains, so quickly get your answer in. Plenty still yet to answer. 10 seconds now. Quickly get your answer in. Are we going to get over 100? We have got over 100 answers. It might surprise you, the answer. The answer is A, of course, Kyle Leatheran. Just over 4,000. He's ahead of James Rowe, who's just under 3,000. Then Tom Denton, 2774. And Curtis Weston, 1867. So I'm guessing that, I would have thought James Rowe might have gathered quite a few followers. So I wouldn't be surprised if a few of you went for him. Well, B was it Curtis B? It's not got it shown obviously because there's no text on that, but 44 going for B, but 29 getting it right with Kyle Leatheran. Question 13. Chesterfield assistant manager George Foster made 649 appearances in the Football League, scoring 9 goals in the process. But how long was his longest run of league games without scoring? Was it 261, 361, 461 or 561? So George's longest run of league games without scoring, 261, 361, 461 or 561 games. Fair to say it was something of a goal drought. Less than half the time remains. Quickly get your answer in. Not noted for his goal scoring, George Foster. Very dominant centre-half as I recall. Less than 10 seconds now. We're on question 13 of 20. A few seconds left, and the answer is 561. Having scored on the last day of the 77-78 season for Plymouth Argyle, didn't score again in the rest of his league career, which lasted 15 more seasons, although did get 3 cup goals for Mansfield Town. So D was the right answer, and only 8 getting that right. A lot going for 361. We'll hold off looking at the leaderboard until just before the end. So question 14, in Chesterfield's excellent 1-0 win at Sutton United in December, how many Spireites picked up a yellow card? Was it 4, 5, 6 or 7? So how many were booked for Chesterfield at Sutton in December? 4, 5, 6 or 7? And a straightforward question. Many people take much notice of how many bookings there are in a game. Less than 20 seconds now remain. Just have a stab in the dark if you've got no idea. You've got a good chance. 4, 5, 6 or 7. Over 100 people now have answered. A few seconds remain, and the answer is 6. So Evans, Taylor, Weston, McCourt, Asante and Mandeville. C. Just the most popular answer with 48. On to question 15. 5 remain. Of the players that started Chesterfield's first ever National League game at Ebbsfleet, which one is currently playing for Wraith Rovers? So look at the photos. Tell us, is it A, B, C or D who's playing for Wraith Rovers? Can you name those players? And, more importantly, do you know which one is playing north of the border for Wraith Rovers? So look at the photos and give us A, B, C or D. Less than 10 seconds remain. And the answer is B. Gozzy Ugwu, George Smith is at Gateshead, Charlie Carter at Stevenage, and Sam Muggleton at Stratford Town. So how many people put B? 34, but 34 going for A as well, and 26. So fairly spread the answers there. Question 16. Chesterfield played just 23 National League matches in 2020. How many points were picked up in those games? 27, 30, 33 or 36? So how many points did the Spireites pick up from 23 National League matches in 2020? Was it 27, 30, 33 or 36? and 15 seconds remain. So quickly get your answer in. And the answer is 33. Won 10, drawn 3, lost 10. So how many people put C? Well, most popular answer, 50 getting that right, but 27 going for 27, funnily enough. 18 going for 30 and 13 for 36. On to 17. James Rowe's father, Colwyn Rowe, made a dozen league appearances, including one against Chesterfield. For which club? Was it Aldershot, Brentford, Colchester or Darlington? So Colwyn Rowe, the father of James, appeared against the Spireites for which club? Aldershot, Brentford, Colchester or Darlington? Here's an interesting one. Again, is there anybody playing who actually saw that game? 15 seconds left. Quickly get your answer in. You'll see the points going down on the top right as the time goes down. Every time we get over 100, it seems, at answering. It was Colchester United. That was 1975. Chesterfield won 2-1 at Lear Road. So C is what we're looking for. 43 getting that right, 38 going for Aldershot, 19 for Brentford and 8 for Darlington. So we are going to finish in time for the Pembrokeshire murders. I think it's the concluding episode tonight, or so Mrs. J tells me. That's on at 9 o'clock, so we'll whiz through the last few. So who is the next in this sequence? Jerome Bingham-Williams, Zavon Hines, Callum Burton, Lawrence Maguire, Mike Fondop and... But look at the photos, which of those should be the next in that sequence. So work out what we're looking for. Follow on from Bingham-Williams, Hines, Burton, Maguire and Fondop. Which of those four pictured is the next in that sequence? A, B, C or D? Less than half the time remains now. Plenty of people still to answer, so don't ponder too long or you'll run out of time. It's a great shame when you miss out on getting points by not answering in time. And now we have 5 seconds left, so are we going to beat the 100 mark? No, we've just got less. We've got B, which is, of course, Scott Bowden, and that's Spireites players sent off in National League matches. So how many people put B? Most popular answer with 40. So we're on to the penultimate question of the evening. So Kyle Leatheran was on the bench for Kilmarnock when they beat Celtic 1-0 in the 2012 Scottish FA Cup final. But how many other players who've also played for Chesterfield were in the Achilles squad that day? 0, 1, 2 or 3? So how many former Spireites played for Kilmarnock in the 2012 Scottish FA Cup final? Was it 0, 1, 2 or 3? That's alongside Kyle Leatheran, who was on the bench. So how many other players also played, well, were in the Achilles squad? Not necessarily played. And now we're down to the final 10 seconds, so quickly get your answer in. I'm sure we're going to get above 100 on this one. Yep, we are. A few seconds left, and the answer is 2. Michael Nelson started the game and Lee Johnson came on as a sub. So C we're looking for. And the second most popular answer, 40 going for 1. So at this stage, as we go into the final question, let's take a look at the leaderboard. So it was Westbar Spireites at the top of the table at the halfway point. Let's take a look now to see how it stands. And it's been overtaken. Red Bull Pilsley with a 9-point lead over Jenny Tulls. Then Croydon Blues, Westbar Spireites dropping down to 4th. PKF Sport is in 5th. JJ, then it's Spire Flyer, The Dart, Everton FC and South Normo Spireite. So we'll go through the whole leaderboard at the end, but I will warn you for this final question. It is another one where it's who am I? And it starts automatically, the video. So it'll be the same as question 10, where it's a virtual hand drawing on a chalkboard or some type of board giving you clues, but it will start as soon as we flick onto that one. So get ready, buy your keypad and get ready to guess. So this could be crucial. Will Red Bull Pilsley hold on to win? Well, it's between Red Bull Pilsley and Jenny Tools to win. So let's see how it unfolds in the final question. So who am I? Am I Jack McCourt, Joseph Yarney, Tom Whelan or Joel Taylor? I was born in Liverpool in 1997. Second one. Played for Everton under-23s in the Football League Trophy. So born in Liverpool, played for Everton under-23s. Don't hang on till the end. Also played for Newcastle United's development team in the Football League Trophy. So you've got all the clues there. Who am I? From Liverpool, played for Everton and for Newcastle United. Less than 10 seconds remain. Jack McCourt, Joseph Yarney, Tom Whelan or Joel Taylor. Too many people have held on and missed out. Joseph Yarney. So B. Suspect this is going to be the most popular answer. Nope. A few people caught out by the Liverpool connection, perhaps going early and going for Jack McCourt, but it was in fact Joseph Yarney. 17 for Tom Whelan and 7 for Joel Taylor. So now it's the final leaderboard time. Who has won? Is it Red Bull Pilsley who's held on to win? Take a look. So we have Jenny Tools who takes it from Red Bull Pilsley, and then Croydon Blues in third place. So Jenny Tools snatches victory at the death. Well done to Jenny. Commiserations Red Bull Pilsley, just beaten at the death. So great finish there. You will go into a prize draw, Jenny. So make a note of that. Westwell Spireite, the halfway leader in fourth place. PKF Sport, then JJ's, Firefly and Mobs, the Dart, Everton FC. That's the top 10. And we keep going down. You see your name amongst those. Kevin Wagg, I think, won one of the other lockdown quizzes. Ruiz Mourinho, I like that. Always some inventive names. Zoe's uncle Veiled Madness, who are regular participants before, as was Brockwell Spireites, Pigeon Man. Back headers, seem to remember that number one Spireite, Lynn and Linny. Also forgot to give it to Randall, remember from before, but some new names as well. Rabbit Dave. And we're down to the 70s now. The Wags Rileys, I remember playing quite a bit as well. Travel Man was another regular competitor. As was Benno Spire. Just whiz through those. The Edgers, good to see them. 91st place. And then we have there into the 100. So we had over 100 people actually taking part. No doubt one or two with connection issues, but good to see at least, well, 114 that actually answered. We've got some points. You will be able to see the video on our YouTube channel if you've not seen your name there, so do have a look at that. Apologies once again for the delayed start. So I was saying at the start, the YouTube live settings have changed, and I did some work before on that and it all worked well, but then caught me out on the night. So that's a lesson to be learned. Just a reminder about the final brick in the Ernie Moss Wall of Fame, £1 per ticket, drawn on Sunday. So over 100 people, I think, well, last count was it about 120, 130 who've taken part in that. So still plenty of opportunities there for people to enter that. And also the 50-50 half-time draw. We do them for every game, so we've got one up and running for next Wednesday's game at Boston United. What else can I tell you? Keep an eye obviously on the website for any updates, but at the moment obviously fairly quiet this week with no match, but the players isolating, and I've been in touch with one or two of them, so fortunately people keeping safe and well and keeping away from the stadium for a few more days until they can come back in for training and readiness for next Wednesday's game. I would like, of course, as always, to thank, sincere thanks to Phil Tooley for his great contribution in providing the questions. Once again, a highly competitive set of questions for tonight. So thanks very much, Phil, and for your ongoing support. And yeah, we had a chat just beforehand when we're having the technical issues. But yeah, these things happen, and hopefully we'll iron them out for next time. A reminder about Sunday night, we've got a fun family quiz, so it's very much loosely called general knowledge, so all sorts of random facts are in there, and once again we'll have people who will go into, or the winner of that will go into the draw, the prize draw, which will decide what type of things we can offer in that at the end of the month. We're not going to be able to have a quiz next Wednesday, unfortunately, because of course we've got the Boston match. So it will be in a couple of weeks' time. So thanks very much for your patience and for hanging on when we had that delayed kickoff. Hope you've enjoyed it. Over 100 people joining us, so that is very heartwarming and tells us that it is well worth doing these. And please do keep on supporting us with the quizzes, and we'll keep putting them on certainly during the lockdown period, and it would be good to do something regular. So hope you're staying safe and well, and until the next time, take care.